Hi everybody. I'm going to go over my January B paycheck budget today. I'm going to be using my Easy Cash budget monthly planner from Beautiful Budgets. I have written all of my expenses and my income in here. There's going to be some different stuff this paycheck, so it's going to be a little bit different than usual, but let's get into it. So here I've gotten my budget here. I'm going to go over some of the things I have listed. My paycheck for this pay period here, $2,596.94. I got a personal loan as well because what I wanted to do is use that personal loan to pay down some of my smaller debts so I can have it all condensed into one payment every month as opposed to multiple ones spread across my accounts. And then I have a reimbursement for something that's $80. I added that into income as well since that's going into my bank account. And the total income for this pay period is $4,204.02. Since that loan is in there, it's a bit irregular, it's much more than usual. But again, for the purpose of consolidating some of those smaller debts so I can bring them all, knock them all out and have a one payment for all of them together. The first thing I have up is my rent. I always pay half of my rent each time I get paid. Any bills that I have that's over $200, I split them in half through my pay periods through the month. So I have my rent payment, my car payments here. So I have car 1 and car 2 listed. I have them in there. And then I put the total of like how much it costs. And all of my bills listed here for a total of $3,188.95. So the larger amounts here, the furniture loan I have and my phone payment, payment arrangement, I paid off the entirety of my phone and I paid off the rest of that furniture loan. So those can be knocked off and not coming out of my accounts multiple days of the month anymore. I had a smaller payment for Klarna and Afterpay. Those were Christmas gifts. And so that's what brought my total this pay period up to so high, to almost $3,200 because I'm paying off my phone and my furniture at the same time. My security I have listed here and I marked it as a 0 due in April because I made a change to my security. And I was offered 3 months of free service. So I still put that on there because this was supposed to be coming out for this pay period. And I just put the due date as April. Next, I have my cash envelopes. I have my food. I'm taking out $130 for food, $120 for gas, $30 for home and toiletries, $60 for care, nails, hair, hygiene, $60 for clothing because last pay period I moved some of the clothing budget to my food budget, so that's why food and clothing are a little bit different this week. So clothing is $60 because it's going to be for both pay periods, and the buffer is $200. The buffer is going to be for a staycation I'm having. So instead of going to Miami, I'm going to stay inside and write or play games or whatever I need to do. But that's just what that's going to be for. If I need anything, incidentals or anything, that's what that buffer is going to be for. $200 for the kittens, like every pay period, except I decided to move any money I spend for the kittens, I put it on my Capital One credit card. I put a little symbol there that represents a credit card because that specific cash envelope is going to be digital now. It's going to be all on my Capital One credit card. And so my Petco Vital Care plan for the kittens, their insurance, their food, any accessories, anything I buy for them is going to be from that credit card, and that's the only thing I'm going to use that credit card for. Another thing I decided to do is move all of my bills. I'm going to do a video about all the bank accounts that I have and what they're used for, so you can see how I do that as well. No seeking funds this pay period because in my January A paycheck, I put money into my seeking funds and my savings. So the full amount of my savings and seeking funds, $500 total, I put all of that in the first pay period. I do, however, have a payback for my savings because I took money out for something. So I'm paying back $100, and then at the end of all of this, all of my expenses together, I have $115.07 left over. I don't do zero-based budgeting because I don't actually want to be that strict on myself. Zero-based budgeting is awesome for people who it works for, but for me personally, it's really, really strict for me. So having this balance left over is comfortable because I essentially have 2 buffers. The first buffer that I put in my cash envelope, that's like entertainment, miscellaneous, that type of thing. And I could name it miscellaneous or entertainment, but really it's just for anything that I don't plan for. And then the leftover balance is essentially my real buffer. I hope that doesn't confuse anybody, but yeah, this is my January B paycheck. Oh my gosh, I just realized I never wrote, hold on, I never wrote my, I never wrote January B on there. But anyway, it's on there now. But yeah, so that is my January B paycheck. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video.